Hey, welcome back to Ramblings of an Old Broad. Something interesting happened. My daughter posted on Facebook that she didn't feel like she could let her son, my grandson, go out alone with his dad anymore. His dad is part Samoan, so he does not have white skin. So my grandson he's not as dark as his dad, but he is not have white skin like his mom, let's say. And she wanted to know if she thought she was overreacting to not let her son go with his dad alone anymore. Wow. It's come to that. I'm going to take these off. We have come to the point where we don't know where ICE is because Apple has taken away that. I don't have an Apple phone. I'm a Droid girl, but taken away the app on their phone that allows people to track ICE. Not that that will stop people from trying to help, and if they see ICE out trying to warn people. We're in a red state. And I haven't heard anything here yet about ICE being in Kansas City. So I know that they're really targeting blue states, but they're hiring so many that I think they're going to be in every state. Now, can they be in every single city? Probably not. But how do you know if your city is safe for you to walk down the street if you're not white? Wow. Wow. What do we do? I had some ideas. I sent a couple people my one idea, which I probably should have never put it in print, let alone say it out loud. But what if all the Democratic governors in blue states, or whatever state, all the Democratic governors called up the National Guard quietly to Washington, D.C., and took over the White House? What if? What if that boils down to the only thing we can do? I'm not sure. I'm not in the military. I don't have a degree in any kind of politics. I've always kind of watched out on the politics, but never really got into it until Trump came along the first time. And I thought at the time it was just a big joke because I'd heard about him before and nothing good. How he had gone bankrupt and filed bankruptcy on many businesses and not paid people, and he just had a terrible reputation. So how did he even become a presidential candidate the first time? People thought, oh, let's get a businessman. But for dear God, get a businessman that's good at business. That wasn't him. That wasn't him. It isn't him. Now he's bankrupting the country. He basically is. And he's taking money away from everybody except the rich. Because they're the privileged. The rich white men are the privileged. And don't kid yourself, ladies. Just because you're white does not mean you're privileged, and you're about to find that out. If I was young, I'd be terrified. Terrified of getting pregnant. Terrified of having a miscarriage. I had an ectopic pregnancy, a tubular pregnancy back in the day. My first time I got pregnant, and I almost died. I would have died if I had one today because they wouldn't treat me. So, I'm speaking to everybody except rich white men. We have to stand up. We have to be brave. We have to stop this. You know, I was thinking back to, I was living in Arizona, and the song We Are the World came out. And everybody got together and held hands, even if it was just across your community. And my children, who were little at the time, remember that and remember that song. Because it was a time of unity. Well, it's a time of unity again. And we don't need a song, although there's several out there, to tell us to stand together. That should be something that is just in our hearts. That we are going to stand together as one to beat anything that comes our way. I love you all. Have a good night.